Okay, I think it's on. That's always fun. Still don't trust myself. Or the tech completely, but here we are. Shush you. Hang on, how do I do that? Every time. Every time. Where's the... That's better. Hello, Pi. Time for more speedrunning. Which has been really exciting lately because of all the ideas, all the suggestions. I haven't been able to do as much as I would have liked or would enjoy, but that's just life being busy. That's how it goes. But here we are anyway. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're well indeed. Where are we now? We are, what are we going to do? We're going to start with, we've still got some work to do with Op4 Mission 1, because we need to work out how to make the most of our AI. And I've got some ideas for a couple of other missions. And then we're probably at the point where we start thinking about full game runs again, which is quite exciting.
We're coming.
So, back to Op4 Mission 1. The goal here is to head north and destroy as much of the Op4 Mission 2 objectives as we can. But we need some help from our lance mates to do so. The solution that I found last time out was to send lance mates to this radio tower or radar tower. A suggestion came to split them up, because if we can ignore, excuse me puppies, we got the puppies new bones last weekend, sorry, and they've just been munching away. You don't have to drop it all the time. Oh, love them to bits. But you're very noisy. Thank you. Up on the couch. There you go. Oh, yes. How good are dogs? Love them. Wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, so can we split our lance mates up? Let's just jump in and see what happens.
Reactor online.
Because
sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
I don't even know if
This is Star Commander Montague. Station 2 is clear. Still no
so
sign of
let's
enemy
say
forces. Beginning southeast sweep. Sounds like that patrol of
Dominic, go
Cold
there.
is in the area. If we're careful, we may be able to slip by them. Over to you, Lance Leader.
So Dominic Payne is off to Op Dog, and then Op Charlie will send
Yes, sir.
Epona and Alan and see what happens. Something I'm a little worried about though is survivability. We may need to rethink the mechs used, but yeah, this is actually more than that. Never mind, I think that we've learnt it doesn't really work. Because they're not.
Power up detected.
Alan, I told you to go. Not Alan. This guy, first lance mate. I wanted to send him that way, but it didn't happen. If we go like so, yeah, I think that the answer is that we can't. Yeah,
I have their leader.
it's all or nothing. Although, can we maybe work around it by sending them to this nav point? Ah, it's not going to matter once they've...
Use some help about now.
Oh, it's enemy disruptor. I was going to say, can we send... here,
Rendezvous with the train. We're 5 kilometers out and escorting it in.
order them to hold position.
Stopped.
That's them attacking the tower, that's what we want. Job done. But can I
Show a
now
loss in
send...
communication support. Alert
Missile
Star
launch
Colonel
detected.
Trace Guitar. Maybe right away, sir. Control Star is investigating.
Can I send 2 of them?
You've seen it. Took him down with a blind shot.
Critical hit. Critical hit. Need help.
All right, where's the count?
Targeting.
Those Corbin Borns are going to be a pain. It's fiddly. It's fiddly and I don't like it. Because
We're coming in from the east.
we'll have to keep an eye on the map and see if it's possible. But we've got to try it. We've got to try it. Here's the go. We're going to head off on
Mask engaged.
our own way.
Reactor
Send
online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
This is
All
Star
systems
these
nominal.
guys here. So I'm then going for
Still no sign of enemy forces.
this one.
You're the boss. Beginning southeast sweep. Sounds like that patrol of Coldman-Born is in the area. If we're careful, we may be able to slip by them. Over to you, Lance Leader.
So if they are fast enough... Actually, I don't even know if it's about speed. We're just going to have to keep an eye on the map and our
Missile launch
objectives.
detected.
If they can destroy...
Star Colonel Katare. This is Star Captain Campbell.
Hello.
Enemy has been sighted moving against
power
our
detection.
enemy forces. I have their leader. Deal with them appropriately.
I don't need to rush as much if this is to work.
Primary objective complete.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Mask
They show a
engaged.
loss in communication support. Alert Star Colonel Trace Katari that combat works communicates.
So that's the one that we are wanting to destroy, or that we need to destroy ourselves. And we want our lance mates to destroy the other one. Watch your ears, everybody. Audio warning. Sorry about this. We forgot. It sucks. Yep. That's harsh. Speakers down, everyone. PPC turret.
Let's throw a wrench into their response.
Okay, so they destroyed the tower we needed. But are they able to get to the other one in time? We just took some damage. I think that might actually be all of them, on it. Bloody hell, that's rough. There's the tower. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, we're out of there. So, that other tower's still up. We took damage, which we would
Single fire
hopefully
engaged.
not do if we were
Fire engaged.
in a real mission. Okay, we're still on target for the train.
Critical hit. Critical hit.
But, we've got to
Critical hit.
work in our positioning too. To not be, to put the train in between us and that bloody avatar. But, our lance mates did not get to that other tower, which we needed them to. Hey, only one. Oh no, failed. There it is. Yeah. So I think it's too risky. I think it is too risky, and I don't want to listen to that leaving mission area again. So that might be as good as we can do for the time being with Op 4 Mission 1 and Mission 2. But I've got a couple other things I wanted to look at. Got me thinking about using lance mates for objectives. And there's a couple of missions where why haven't we tried that in these missions? And this is one of them. What are we? We're on Op 3, Mission 4. Why are you guys in stock loadouts now? That's not what you need. You need this loadout. LRMs are great for our lance mates. So the objective in this mission, we have 2 buildings to destroy, 2 bridges down here, as well as a bridge up here and a laser tower, and then we need to destroy a mech up to the north. The approach that I've always taken has been just do it all yourself. Lance mates don't matter, but in theory they should be able to do some of this at least. So if we could probably use the tag laser to destroy one of the buildings. The ideal thing, what I'm hoping to find, is I can use the tag laser on this building and then have just the 2. If they destroy 2, that will help. If I can destroy the tag laser, or destroy this building with the tag laser, this bridge, which I should be able to do whilst running past, and then have them take out this building and that bridge, that'll be potentially a big save. So let's see what happens.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Looks like the local garrison forces deployed to cover the convoy facilities.
Alright, here goes.
Affirmative.
This is Starfire
Maya
engaged.
Howell. Send to Star
Missile
Colonel
launch
Osis.
detected.
They are here. Convoy, move out.
Primary objective complete.
That
They are taking out the bridges.
tower,
Trap the convoy.
600 meter range for the tag.
Bridges do not fire back. I bring the pain.
So let's see.
Defend those structures. Place 6 armor star on containers.
That vulture is trouble.
Get me a radio post established on the hill. What is your location?
I am here.
Meltdown imminent.
Far so good.
Osis.
Meltdown imminent.
Come on guys, do your job. No, they didn't get it.
Group fire engaged.
They didn't get it, they didn't get it. Didn't work.
One less
It
problem.
was worth a try. And hello, third impact. Yeah, this is the this is kind of the, I don't want to say the comfort game, that's the wrong way to put it, but there's so much in MechWarrior 3 that especially in speedrunning that just continues to engage me. But Mech Commander was fantastic. Mech Commander, for a game I'd never played, for a genre game I haven't really touched in a very, very long time, I enjoyed it so much, and I enjoyed it from a Battletech perspective as well. It's a universe, obviously, that I love very much, and I was really satisfied with the Battletech experience that it gave. Cheesy live action, it was not as cheesy as MechWarrior 4, but you know how it goes. It is definitely a sign of those times. Okay, so we destroyed the building, but we didn't destroy the bridge. I ordered them to that nav point, so maybe that's not the go. Maybe we need to try just placing them nearby. But yeah, the storytelling, I actually really enjoyed the storytelling in Mech Commander. And something that I especially appreciated about Battletech games, MechWarrior, Mech Commander, even Mech Assault, dare I say, from that time frame, was the way that they told the story through the gameplay as well. And that's obviously one of my favorite things about MechWarrior 3, but Mech Commander did it as well, and did it really well. Thought it was really immersive. And for a franchise like this, or for a universe like this, where the lore, the universe, the stories are so rich and detailed, it's so important to have that come through in the game itself and in the gameplay. So I thought it did that really well, and that's a big thing for me.
Reactor online.
All right,
Sensors online.
attempt
Weapons
number
online.
2.
All
Let's
systems
try
nominal.
Looks like the
a
local
bit further back,
garrison forces deployed to cover the convoy and
like so.
Right away, sir.
1 star.
We're trying to get our lance mates to destroy
This is Star Captain Maya Howell. Send to Star Colonel
couple of things
Osis
for
R.A.
us.
Archer.
Might work, might not.
Move out.
Missile launch detected. Primary objective complete.
They are
But if it
taking
saves
out the bridges
us
trying
a bit
to
of work,
track the
then that's a good
convoy.
thing.
Mech power
Of
up
course,
detected.
bridges do not fire back.
Alright, let's go.
Missile launch detected.
Defend those structures. Your tower next armor star destroyed. Enemy radio.
Come on, Lance mates, just solid.
Read. What is your location?
I am here.
New contact is a Thor. Has to be Rotosimosis.
Come on.
Where is the inner sphere,
Oh,
Surrett, who believes he can stand with us?
Meltdown imminent.
I challenge you to a circle of equals if you have
I
the
should not have been
courage
using
to
free
meet
look.
in single
Oh, it doesn't scroll through.
Primary
That's
objective
terrible.
complete.
But either way, Lance mates
Single fire
still letting us
engaged.
down.
Group fire engaged.
So you are the leader.
Whoops.
Critical hit.
Whoopsie indeed. IL stands for individual level. So there's kind of two ways to speedrun MechWarrior 3, and this is, some games do this, some games don't. It's not uncommon, but we can do a full game speedrun, so just starting the campaign up on mission 1 and running it all the way through, and then also being able to look at just the missions on their own, because there's cool stuff that you can do when you're just approaching a mission by itself
Okay.
that you can't really do in a full game run, because in the full game run, you're thinking about survivability, you've got to live and make it through, so that does impact your gameplay, or your gameplay choices. So I like having the opportunity there to do it two ways. So there's now leaderboards on speedrun.com for individual levels as well, so we can keep track of that. Because I know that the full game runs I've done, I've definitely played conservative once you sort of get a good start, just to try and get to the end. But there's some really fun stuff that you can do if that's not the mentality. All right, second trial here. This mission, up through mission 5, we need to destroy a building or a set of buildings and then destroy the gate. Same question, why haven't I tried using our lance mates for this? We'll give it a go. I don't know if it will work, but I want to try.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Detect weapons online. All systems nominal.
We have the enemy sighted.
Let's do it. Actually, let's see.
We will deal with these freeborn vermin ourselves.
That's not a good start. Please don't bump into our own vehicles. So let's follow our guys and see if they can get the job done. This mission is already very short, so there might not really be a benefit, but got to give it a go. This guy's stuck. That's not helping. All right. No, keep going. They get easily distracted by enemy units and whatnot, and unfortunately there is a few of those up ahead, so this might not really work, but you got to try it. Got to try these things. First shot's away. Oh no, that's on a mech. So already we're too slow. It's not going to work.
1 in a million shot.
That's the target.
Primary objective complete.
There's the objective. But that's still 20 seconds slower than what I can do it on my own. One last thing to try with that, and then we might then we might mix things up a bit. It's kind of, the ideas have kind of fallen flat. Excuse me, babies. They're great ideas, but not working, not paying off. Let's use the... Actually, don't worry about that. Let's move away from our bushwhackers, because the bushwhacker what was that? That was how many LRMs? That was 5 LRM-10s did the job. I only need a single shot, and that's 100 kph they're doing. What if I put you in a strider? What can you do there? What can you do there? Does the tag laser actually call in powerful missile strikes in-game, or is it just a lore thing they use to troll you into using a useless weapon? The tag laser is kind of an interesting one. It's had a lot of different interpretations and been implemented in a lot of different ways depending on the game that it is. The lore of a tag laser, it's pretty inconsistent, or it's pretty inconsistent when it gets translated into the games. In the lore, like in the tabletop game, the tag laser, it helps with accuracy. It's a spotting laser. It's a targeting laser. It's in MechWarrior 3 where they went, hey, it's an artillery spotting device, because of course the lore of this is also that there is friendly units. There are friendly artillery units that's also in the approximate area, and the tag laser is actually being called in for that unit to use the artillery, but it of course is just a missile coming out of the sky. In reality's sake, yeah, but it's been done a lot of different ways. I kind of like it this way. I think that it's fun and it makes sense in a lore perspective. But in MechWarrior 4, in MechWarrior Online, in a lot of the other ones, it all has different approaches. I can't even remember. I feel like it's not even in MechWarrior 2 because they just maybe couldn't figure out a way to make it useful. In MechWarrior Online, it targets, it helps missiles, just LRMs and the likes. No, it's an Arrow 4. Arrow 4 artillery, so more powerful than a Thunderbolt missile. So yeah, the story as it goes is that there's another one of our units, which is a catapult carrying an Arrow 4 catapult, was one of the other units that was dropped on the planet. He's separated. They connect up with him via radio.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems power up.
And that's that. Okay, you get stuck there, so it is Alan Matilla. It's Alan that we gotta put that one in. So it's a cool way of using or telling the story with the game. You only get the tag laser at a specific point, but if you did have it in the game at that point, and the mods, there's a MechWarrior 3 modded campaign that gives it to you earlier. Yeah, I remember that with Mech 2. Yeah, you're right. It's not, tag laser is definitely not in MechWarrior 2. I don't think it's in Ghost Bear. Maybe in Mercs, I'm not sure. I can kind of see it being in Mercs and it being useless. So I'm not sure. But yeah, for me it's a fun little bit of storytelling, tying storytelling and gameplay together.
Online. Sensors online. Detected. Weapons online. All systems nominal. We have the enemy sighted.
Okay. So what we're doing now is we've given one of our lance mates a faster mech, and we'll see if that does us any favors.
Someone shut that annihilator down quickly before it strips away too much armor.
Striker Force, this is Star Captain. Attack. Ash Star, hold position. Defend the city.
So the last time, I think it's loud. Last time with the Bushwhacker, it was about a minute 23.
Need your help, Lance Leader. They've got us pinned down.
Keep going. Keep going. Ooh, it didn't destroy it.
Primary objective complete.
There's the objective. 2 shots it took. It took 2 shots. So let's play around with this. There might be something here. Might be something here. What is the actual? What's the actual time that we wanting to beat? So let's ditch that heatsink. We need 2.5 tons. Ah, yeah, I did hear about that. So Piranha Games making a new MechWarrior entry. That is something that I did hear. That was on like a podcast or something. I remember them talking about that. Look, I'm always going to be on board for more Battletech. Excuse me, dogs are zooming. But yeah, like you said, I hope they learn from their mistakes, and exactly like you said, the soul of the series is, for me, what's important. I know I go on about it all the time, but there's so much more to Battletech. Oh, okay. It's that time. Because it's quite hot through the days. The dogs spend all the time just lounging around, saving energy. Now it's cooled down a bit. And they're just going nuts. I love them. All right. Yeah, exactly. There's so much more. For me, there is so much more to a MechWarrior game than just it's giant slumpy robots. I want story. I want engagement. I want tactics. I want simulation. I want piloting itself to be a challenge. And I want it to be immersive and engaging. And MechWarrior Online didn't achieve that for me. I've not actually ever played MechWarrior 5, but from what I've seen of it, I think it falls short on at least some of those. But I am always going to be, at the very least, interested in anything new that comes up. All right, let's have another crack.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Messed that up. I'm trying to be quick. I think this will be the last go at playing around. I think we're now starting to get into things being a little bit unnecessary. I'm not really sure that this would carry over into a full game run, but
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
no, not that one.
We have the enemy power up detected. Consider it done.
Messed it up again. But it's still fun to play around. I do really enjoy theorizing and strategizing. So last attempt. Maybe not last attempt, because I actually haven't yet tried to complete the mission like this. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Let's actually give it a try. Because if this works, this is the silly thing about this. Look at how fast we can go if we don't need any weapons. I've been looking for this. This is kind of my holy grail in MechWarrior 3 speedrunning. Is I want to be able to just do ridiculous speeds in a Firefly and get away with it.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Which bloody nav point is it? Where do I need to send you?
We have the enemy.
Baker. Need to send them to Baker. All right. So this is probably the closest that I'm going to be able to get. MechWarrior 5's tech demo, and yeah, escaping missions in a dropship. That's immersion, isn't it? That's, if you think about the type of scenarios that you would be getting into, it isn't actually that realistic to go, or believable to go, yep, we are now going to destroy every single piece of life that we encounter. It's, we've got an objective, we need to destroy a thing, or capture a thing, or whatever, and then we need to get the hell out of there. And I think that's exciting. I don't know why you wouldn't want a game that has something like that. I don't know why you wouldn't want a game that it's possible to fail at. That's something that appeals to me. MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries, one of the best parts of immersive gameplay is the way that you can fail missions, and that's okay. If you happen to fail a mission, it's just, well, okay, well, now the next mission goes on, and maybe you failing that mission changed something in the story, or changed something with equipment and the likes. MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries intro, right? Like, that's one of the coolest intros on the franchise, and that's exactly what it is. It's, well, gotta bail. We can't survive this. Yes. Absolutely. That has always been my my want with any type of MechWarrior game is I want the experience to be what the cutscenes depict or what the books depict. And that's gameplay that's chaotic, confusing maybe, gameplay where it's not necessarily about back and forth exchanges, but putting yourself in the right spot, being aware of situations that you can't deal with and can't escape. That's something that I've never actually been able to get in a game. So, hey, maybe one day. We'll see. But yeah, iconic. I'm not getting paid enough to die. Love it.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Mech power up detected.
We have the enemy sighted.
Okay. Hold them back toward our position.
Mech power up
Deal
detected.
with these freeborn vermin ourselves.
Mech power up detected.
They may be peeling away toward the city.
So I got no idea if this is going to work.
All mechs prepare to attack.
Well, it will work, but is it going to
Mech power up detected.
matter? But look at this. We're doing 249 Ks.
Away to our position. Defend the city.
Which is absurdly fast. We're definitely going to be able to destroy the building before, or destroy the gate before our lance mate gets to the building. But does it actually? When does he get there? That's the question.
Primary objective complete.
Come on. We're looking to beat 60 seconds. We didn't beat 60 seconds.
Missile launch detected.
So why didn't it work?
Critical overload.
Why didn't that work? Anyway, it's probably not really worth playing around with all too much. But you know where we're at. T for test. That's what it is now.
Okay.
Where we're at is, let's actually have a crack. Let's do a mission. Not a mission. Let's jump into the campaign and see what happens. Let me get this set up for us properly. So some things have changed. Some things have changed. What do we know? Actually, no, I'm not ready. We need to play with Operation 4, Mission 4 first to understand that. Because we still don't understand it correctly. Mission design in MechWarrior 5. Not usually enough options. Yeah. Elevation as well. Again, like I've said before, I wish that the... Do we have another? Yeah, we've got 3 bushwhackers. Good. I wish that the experience that the books and the cutscenes showed is what we were able to experience in the games. It looks so repetitive in terms of its gameplay, in terms of the game modes or mission design, I should say. That's something that Mech Commander did so well, is how many different scenarios. There were escort missions that were actually enjoyable, which is incredible to think of. But, alright. What are we doing now? We're doing... Yeah, that's actually something that bothers me a little bit. Is quality over quantity. having to face, because I've seen videos of that where you got people with Highland, like a lance of Highlanders or Atlases or Victors or whatever, and then it's just being sent wave after wave of light or medium mechs, and you go, not only is it not interesting, but it wouldn't happen. What scenario ever in lore or in universe do you have a spider decide to go, hey, look, there's 4 Atlases, I know, I'll just charge them? That doesn't happen. That would never happen. It's just silly. And it just takes it then makes it feel like, yep, we're just playing a dumb video game, which is a big failure in my eyes. But anyway, we need to learn how this mission works, because this mission can be done in 45 seconds. But it relies on, the AI, the enemy AI, behaving in a certain way.
Online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
It doesn't always do what we need it to do, and I don't know why. So my theory, well, it's not a theory, it's something I have to try. We have to see if
We have enemy forces penetrating the interior.
I'm wondering, what I'm trying to figure out is, it seems that those 2 Daiichi behave differently. Is there a difference between loading into a mission the first time, like we're doing here, like we would be doing if it was in a full game playthrough, or do they behave differently when they've replayed?
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
And yeah, I have heard that mods for Mech 5 have done some good things.
Can anyone else make that out? Galaxy Commander. What is your location?
Hello, Prox. I am actually... Oh, hang on. Mess this up.
You will have the honor of being crushed under my feet. Following information.
Nah.
We have enemy forces penetrating the interior.
Star Captain Force, you are on top of this situation.
Is that the solution?
Targeting.
That was under 50 seconds, which is awesome for a full game run. Yeah, hi Prox. Had a bit of a play around, and the ideas we've had didn't really work out. Tried some more things with Up 4 Mission 1 and Mission 2, and then also up through Mission 4 and 5. I think we're almost at the point of let's get stuck into full game runs. But this is my last question mark. This mission is a challenge because of those Daiichi at the end. So the idea I have now, well, the thing I noticed just then is, do I need to wait for them to turn completely before attacking?
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Because I've been
Weapons
trying.
online. All systems nominal.
What I've done sometimes is to try and get that first shot off whilst we're in the air, you know, to try and shoot as quickly as possible. But that might not be the right approach.
Consider it done.
Because the fastest way is obviously going up and over rather than taking the tunnel. So I've taken the tunnel because I haven't known if we're safe. Yep, we're turning around.
Forces penetrating the interior.
And yeah, okay, that's... Oh, hang on. Whoa, okay. Oh, and now we... This mission is bizarre, and I don't understand it.
Good to see you all.
48
Even you,
on a first try
I
through.
think we've got most of the
We
interference
didn't
filtered
die.
out now.
Yes, that... interesting. So... I think that's what we've learned is... because they will attack the closest target. They don't activate until we are close. So the Strider, what was the go with the Strider? Prox, were you worried about survivability
Reactor
compared to the
online.
Firefly? Was that
Sensors
it?
online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Mask engaged. Can anyone else make sight of the galaxy command?
Heat management. Actually, okay, interesting. So
Because you're just so wonderful, Dominic.
I didn't look at it in that sense, but let's jump in after this and we'll see what we can find out. Alright, so
We have enemy forces penetrating the interior now.
oh no, he's looking at me. Stop looking at me. Got him.
Being crushed under my feet.
Alright. Yeah, thanks. Always a pleasure, Third Impact. Thanks for stopping by. Get some sleep. I know it's late for you, man.
Good
Get some
to see you
sleep.
all. Even you, Gunner.
So that's another
I think we've
48.
got most of the interference filtered out now, though it was touch and go.
So 2 48s in a row. That should be achievable in a full run. Point is just to not die. All right, yeah, let's have a look at this one, Prox, regarding your Strider idea. Because for me, it just feels like I'm worried about losing speed. Because what do we need? We need 10 medium lasers for the train. We need the tag. That's what the tag is. Okay, let's see. 10 medium lasers, we'll lose 1 jump jet. And then we need 2 more medium lasers. Right, yeah, let's have a look. What do we need to do? We got torso twist. I was thinking about weapon positioning and realized that's right, this thing's got torso twist. Doesn't matter. Do some of those, and so there's 10 heat sinks. This is the same loadout. 10 medium lasers, jump jet, mask tag. 151, 139. It has extra heat sinks. I feel like that with proper use of the, not proper, but being smart with the cool shots, I think that the Firefly is manageable, but it's borderline. We'll see. We'll have a go and see how it feels.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is Star Commander Montague.
Consider it
Station
done.
2 is clear. Still
That's
no
right.
sign
Oh
of
yeah,
enemy
the
forces. Beginning southeast sweep.
the thing we figured out was that
Coldman is in the area.
If you say
If we're
so.
careful, we may be able to slip by them. Over to you, Lance Leader.
oh, don't get stuck. Yeah, sorry. The thing I tried and figured out was that we can't split the lance mates up. So the player is going to have to take out 2 of the radar stations. It's just not consistent enough. We tried send them to the first one and then send them to the second. It's just not consistent enough to try splitting them up.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
That's where you guys are
All
going.
systems nominal. Mask
This is Star
engaged.
Commander Montague. Station 2 is clear.
There,
Still no
and
sign of
I
enemy
am
forces.
going.
Beginning southeast sweep. Sounds like that.
So yeah, that was the
patrol
lesson
board is in
learned,
the
was
area.
that
If we're careful, we may be able to slip by them. Over to you, Lance Leader.
we can't rely on the lance mates to do 2 of the objectives. We need them to do 1, but 2 they can't do.
Mech power up detected.
Now, can we take this one from the ground? I had been going up for safety, but the torso twist of the Strider might be helpful. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh! that wasn't it. All right, let's go. Don't alpha strike. Do not alpha strike on the hot map. Come on, let's go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is Star Commander Montague.
So we are off towards
Still no sign of enemy forces.
the South Tower,
Southeast sweep.
then the North
Sounds
Tower.
like that patrol of Coldman-born is in the area. If we're careful, we may be able
Linked
to slip
fire
by them.
engaged.
Linked
Over to
fire,
you, Lance
please.
Leader.
Accuracy is a little bit of a challenge because it's such a
Power-up
small, such a small target. These spinning radar towers. Where are they?
Missile launch detected. Targeting.
One. Missed a shot. Mask off.
Targeting.
Burned a cool shot. Can we get it swinging past?
Primary objective
can.
complete. Task engaged.
Get out of here, and now on to
Communication support. Alert Star
the North
Colonel
Tower.
Trace Katari that combat work may be endangered. This is Starcasting Cameron. Enemy has been sighted. Moving
Nearly
against
didn't make it
our
up.
location.
I think that was also
We'll deal with them.
a smarter route to take,
Cans. They can learn.
to go at it direct.
Core meltdown imminent.
No.
Missile launch detected. Primary objective complete. Task engaged.
There we go. I don't want to burn a
Wrench into their response times.
cool
Primary
shot
objective
yet.
complete.
Okay. Lance
They
mates
show
did
lost
their job.
communication support. Alert Star Colonel Trace Katari that combat
Oh.
work may be endangered. Patrol Star is investigating.
That bloody ramping glitch is so annoying. It's so hard to judge when it's going to happen or not. Alright. Let's see how we go. Yeah, it's the worst.
Star Captain Cameron, we rendezvoused with
So
the
2
train.
minutes, we've got 30
5
seconds.
kilometers out and escorted it in.
We've got 30 seconds. Watch your ears, people. Turn the volume down. Sorry. That's so bad. I feel like it's... But we've run out of time.
Single fire engaged. Group fire engaged. Area.
Oh, that's so horrible. I'm not 100% sure where my volume is set for you guys, but that is just torture on the ears for me. I feel like we've lost too much time because I still have to catch the train. Not miss it. Come on. Move.
Critical hit. Critical hit.
Oh,
Critical
my
hit.
word. Yeah. We'll go one more. We'll go one more, but I think what's happening, Prox, is... Yeah. With the Firefly, I set myself 2 minutes 30. 2 minutes 30 was the mark for when it's time to get out of there. It's fine. It's all part of the fun.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
But yeah,
Weapons
it's going to
online.
be
All systems nominal.
This is Star Commander
Consider
Montague.
it done.
Station 2 is clear. Still
difficult.
no sign of enemy forces.
It can be difficult, yeah. And there's a
Sounds
choice.
like that patrol of Coldman-born is in the area. If we're careful, we may be able to slip by them. Over
There's
to you,
always a
Lance Leader.
choice, right? Like, how fine do you want to cut it? The problem... One of the problems I foresee... Where is it? This way. Look on the water. Is,
Power up detected.
timing with the train, because the train actually moves pretty quick. And once it rounds that corner and is heading south, if you've left it too late, because I did play around with this, it can actually be challenging enough just to catch it. Not group fire. Alright, one last go. Let's just sense check it. Last go. And then we might actually start. Then we might actually just do a full game run for the hell of it.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alrighty, let's go. Where are we going?
Consider it done.
Is clear.
Up Charlie.
Forces. Beginning southeast sweep. Sounds like a patrol of Coldman-born is in the area. If we're careful, we may be able to slip by them. Over to you, Lance Leader.
Yeah, it's a real trade-off. Actually, I was literally about to say that the train is where the challenge is, or the train influences the weapons used because of the range needed, because the train's far away. I was thinking you could use small lasers, and would small lasers be quicker on the village?
Targeting.
But then you would have to
Down imminent.
kill the train, but
Primary objective.
tag for the train,
Missile launch
small
detected.
lasers for everything else. Could also run a much faster, much bigger engine, and come on, and maybe an extra jump jet when that happens. This map is the worst for it. Oh, it's so bad. All right, yeah, let's try a small laser and see what happens. Let's just load it up and see how we go. Tag for the train. Oh. No. Tag won't work for the train because the train is moving. I have tried this. I've tried this on mechs. It doesn't lock onto the moving target. It just locks onto the spot that it was at. But I still want to try smalls because if we're running faster, we can get up to it, right? Like, let's see what happens. Small lasers. Let's take those small lasers, or medium lasers, and turn them into hang on, what loadout was that? 4-4? No, not 4-4, wrong one. 4-1. Why is the tag in the left arm? Needs to be in the right arm. That's confusing a little bit. All right, tag laser on. Yeah, let's just throw all the smalls on it and see what happens, and that will help determine our next choice. So, 15 small lasers. Gonna guess that's enough. We need to be able to destroy the train in a single alpha strike. That's what we need. But 151. Place 162. So we've got an extra 10 Ks. Extra 10 kilometers per hour to use. And there's a spare ton. Yeah, so double heatsink. Double heatsink because it does get hot. So we're faster. Better cooling. Let's try.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is Star Commander Montague. Station 2 is clear.
What's the range on the smalls? Actually, don't know that off the top of my head.
Sounds like that patrol of Coldman.
I think it's something like 150, 180, maybe even 200. But I feel like most of this is going to be pretty close to point blank anyway. That's going to be the way to go. I have no idea how many shots it takes for each dish, so we're just going to get right up there. Out of the way, please. Yeah, it's really close range. let's just go up
We're coming in.
and face it that way. The extra speed helps, so it's not as big a concern. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
There is our nav point.
Station 2 is clear. Still no sign of enemy forces. Beginning southeast sweep.
Sounds like that patrol of Coldman-born is in the area. If we're careful, we may be able to slip
Yeah, you're
by
right.
them.
It is
Over to
safer,
you, Lance Leader.
provided that we don't have... Provided that the shorter range doesn't cause us issues, but I think it will be fine. Because the buildings we destroy from basically point-blank range anyway. We'll see. Unless the buildings take a lot more... So it's 4 shots
Core meltdown imminent.
if you hit them.
Primary objective complete. Shutting down.
Nope.
Launch detected.
Ow.
This is
Messed that up.
Phoenix base registers a 60% drop in comm support. Get this situation under control and do it now.
Alright, push on.
Missile launch
Star
detected.
Colonel Katare. This is Star Captain Cameron.
Come on, get up there.
Enemy has been sighted.
The
Moving
Firefly
against
just
our
jumps so
location.
much better than
Trust you will deal with them appropriately.
the Strider anyway, which helps.
Primary objective complete. Mask engaged.
And once we get a feel for it, we'll be doing that without stopping. Oh yeah. Oh, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Yeah, torso twist would be big, but I'm not confident enough with the free look yet. But anyway. Come on, we're in the water, let's go. It's still only 2 shots, which is good. Come on. Alright. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Nah, we blew that. I blew the
Single fire engaged.
I blew the tag shot.
Group fire engaged.
That's alright. I think you're right. This is the extra speed is what helps it. Now, if this destroys the train in a single shot, then we're good. I hate that avatar. It does.
Primary objective complete.
But our lance mates didn't do their job. Oh no. Oh.
Line of fire.
And they're
I shall
right.
make them
I know what it is. Okay. Sending them to the nav point puts them right on top of it. They were distracted by... I need the lance mates to... But we need the lance mates to destroy this first tower. Otherwise, the timing doesn't work out. Because there's not enough time to destroy all of the... There's not enough time to go through all of these radar towers and then get north. So the lance mates destroying this one is a big help. But they didn't do it this time. I think that it was maybe just wrong placement.
Reactor online.
Not so much wrong
online.
placement, but I
Weapons
need to
online.
position
All
them
systems nominal. Mask
This is Star
engaged.
Commander
slightly
Montague.
back,
Station 2 is clear. Still no sign
so
of
they've got the
enemy
range.
forces.
Sir.
Beginning southeast sweep.
Sounds like a patrol of Coldenborn
Ooh,
is in the
okay,
area.
back at it.
If we're careful, we may be able to slip by them. Over to you, Lance Leader.
The extra speed is a huge help. I think that this
Power-up
is
detected.
overall the way to go. If we can get all of the buildings destroyed, it's going to pay off big time in the next mission.
Detected. Primary objective complete. Mask engaged.
We can do that better, but it's a
Let's
start.
throw a wrench into their response times.
Missile launch detected.
Star Colonel
Let's
Katari.
jump.
This is Star Captain Cameron. Enemy has been sighted
Oh,
moving
yeah, not
against
bad.
our location.
Missile launch
I
detected.
trust you will deal with them appropriately.
Oh, where are you?
When they gonna learn?
Primary objective engaged.
There we go. Come on, cool down.
This is Star
Cool
Colonel
it down.
Triscatari.
Alright, lower cool shot.
60% drop in comm support. Get this situation under control and do it now.
Alright.
Quit.
The that kills it. That just kills it big time.
We're coming.
So let's not do that. Let's jump properly. Fortunately, you can kind of tell when it's going to happen. Just have to avoid.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Mask
This is Star
engaged.
Commander
There.
Montague. Okay, Station 2 is
Right away,
clear.
sir.
I
Still no
think
sign of
that I
enemy forces.
do know when it's going to
Beginning
happen.
southeast sweep.
Sounds like a
Which
patrol of
is
Coldenborn is in the area.
on terrain
If we're
that
careful, we may be able to slip
gradually
by them.
slopes
Over to
up.
you, Lance Leader.
And that is the regular jump jet. That's not using the forward
Mech power up detected.
the forward jets. But when the terrain is elevating slightly, you're then kind of like jumping into it and you never actually leave the ground. That's what I believe is happening. At least that's what it feels like to me. Like there's certain points.
Primary objective complete.
Okay. Oh no, we're stuck.
Let's throw a wrench into their response time.
Oh, that didn't work. Like there's certain points on certain maps where it's like doing it here or doing it at this point will have that impact. This one's really bad for it because of how undulating the terrain is. There's so much up and down. So that's why it happens all the time here. That's just my theory.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
CPU
Weapons
related.
online. All systems nominal. Mask
This is Star
engaged.
Commander Montague. Station 2 is clear.
Yes,
Still no sign of enemy forces.
Is that like the game having to
Southeast sweep.
figure out
Sounds like that patrol of
where,
Coldenborn is in the area. If
like
we're
what
careful,
position
we
you're
may be
actually
able
in?
to
Is that what you
slip
mean?
by them.
Or
Over
that's
to
how
you,
it could be
Lance Leader.
CPU related? Which makes sense.
Mech power up
Where
detected.
it doesn't know that the mech's actually off. Yeah, it doesn't know the mech's off the ground. Interesting. Old games, right? Alright, come on. Don't like those Gauss rifles. Come on, last one. Where are you?
Primary objective complete. Mask engaged.
I show a loss in communication.
Yeah, see how the terrain
Alert Star Colonel Triscatari.
goes up there.
Star Colonel Katari. This is Star Captain Cameron.
If we're on
Enemy has been
flat
sighted
ground, we
moving
get
against
lift.
our location.
If we're going up, it's a different story. But I think it's maybe only the gradual slopes, I'm not sure.
Primary meltdown mask
That was quick.
This is Star Colonel Triscatari. Phoenix base register.
So I aim for-
drop in comm support. Get this situation under control.
Primary objective complete.
Quit.
Lance mates did the job, thank
Show a
you.
loss in communication support.
Single
Alert
fire
Star Colonel
engaged.
Triscatari.
Link fire engaged.
Alright, here we go.
Control Star is investigating.
Watch your ears, people.
Reassuring, reassuring.
Sometimes they're hard to see. Come on. Back forwards. Alright. You know what, let's not do it with free look. Let's just get it done. That's the angle we want. Here we go.
Group fire engaged.
Let's get up. We're across.
I bring the
I imagine you got a lot of that with Mech 2, don't you, Crocs? Where your glides and you're flying through walls and whatnot. Alright, this is it.
Critical hit. Critical hit. Critical hit. I need backup.
Okay. Yeah, let's not do that. Don't do it that way. What do we just say about RNG? RNG determining the success of run, because that was RNG.
We're coming.
Do you know about that? Where overheating when you're in the air? I'm kind of guessing. It's just what I think happens, because I've not seen anyone else talking about it.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All
But
systems nominal.
if you overheat while the mech is in the air, that alarm goes off.
Side of enemy forces. Beginning southeast sweep.
Or sorry, I'll put it a different way. If the alarm goes off, there's a chance that the mech just explodes on the spot. Doesn't always. That's why I say it's RNG. But it seems to happen when you're flying through the air and overheating. Doesn't happen if you're on the ground, just shooting normally. So that was some RNG killing our run. And when I took that shot whilst I was airborne, it was there in my head like, oh, is this the right thing?
Primary objective.
There we go, that's the way.
Mask
This is
engaged.
Star Colonel Trace Katari. Phoenix base registers
We
a
took a
60%
shot
drop
on
in
a
comms
leg.
support.
Detected.
Get this
Not
situation
healthy.
under control.
Star Colonel Katari, this is Star Captain Cameron. Enemy has been
Missile launch
sighted moving
detected.
against our location.
Alright,
Trust you
come
will
on.
deal with them.
Hands.
When they gonna learn?
Mask engaged.
Yeah, like you
Primary objective complete. Mask engaged.
That's the go.
Throw a wrench into the
Alright.
response times.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, use heat whilst you're jetting. Yeah, absolutely. Good call out.
Primary objective complete.
And Lance mates did their job, so we're on.
Communication support. Alert Star Colonel Trace Katari that comm network may be endangered.
Watch your ears as we
Control Star is
cross
investigating.
the boundary. It's not even at the 2-minute mark. We're doing good. It's hard to tell when they're all done, but I think we're good. It looks like all of them. Let's go. That's horrible. You found a way to... You accidentally found a way. That's the best way to find things, isn't it? How did you accidentally find a way to skip whole missions?
Fire engaged.
Because actually, can't you do that in mercenaries. Like, the mercenary speedrun is just glitching menus, right? Here's our train. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Well, at least now Corbett knows we're not just rolling over and giving up.
324.
That, we picked up a solid intel on our next few mission areas.
Did
know
we
some of the
lose
planned mech deployments
our
and a good possibility for supplies
bushwhacker?
laying right.
That's...
All right.
We did lose a bushwhacker. I'm gonna have to be conscious of that. Gotta be conscious of that. That's okay. Because I don't want to lose a bushwhacker. I want 3 bushwhackers for the final mission, is the point. Because that's the strat that I've found. But moment of truth, we should be able to just... We can do it in a full game run.
Missing 1 pair of supernovas.
I sure didn't miss 'em. 2 stars is enough, thanks.
Oh, that's
Supernovas are
ridiculous.
obviously rotating. We're moving along.
That's ridiculous, and I love it. We can 0-second run in the full game speed run. That's incredible. That is ridiculous, and it might just be my new favorite thing. So yeah, we're absolutely keeping... Where's my tag gone? I lost the tag when I got destroyed. Doesn't matter, we don't use tag for the rest of the run. Unbelievable. I can't believe that. That's fantastic. So that's the strategy. That's the approach. I need to protect my lance mates though, because I don't want to lose. This is what we're using for mission 1 now. I guess it's not even a test anymore. It is the loadout. So we'll have to work something out with these guys, with the lance mates too. But I've got some backups. Got some backups planned. Because what do we have at this point? What will we have? We've got plenty of shadow cats, so we'll have plenty of shadow cats we can use as backups. So yeah, crash skipping. Buggy mech files, which lets you skip every mission apart from the trials. That's the worst. Not knowing how you created it. Is it repeatable? Or is it just your game as it sits right now at this moment is bugged? Excuse me, and there's nothing you can really do about it. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a really quick break and then get some things set up. Can be repeated, but not knowing how is... Yeah, there's a lot of, not silly, but weird menu glitches in Mech 2, isn't there? Was it that you could get like negative tonnage? I think by like deleting adding machine guns onto the mech and then deleting them off gets you negative tonnage or something. Maybe that was a mercenaries thing, but I know I've seen people do all sorts of silly stuff with Mech 2, which I mean isn't big a surprise given that that's a much older game, but I still gets a laugh out of me. I still find it amusing. But yeah, I'll be right back. Won't be long.
It is the 31st century, and mankind is once again at war. The battlefields of the future are dominated by huge robotic war machines known as battlemechs. Piloting these awesome weapons of war are men and women, the elite of the elite, knowing that each battle could be their last. They are MechWarriors.
Lieutenant, heavy laser fire.
Casualties. Medics are needed at position Fox.
This is ground command. Can you hold the line? See them now. Wait, command. We're not in position yet, ground leader.
Ground forces, can you hold?
They're breaking through. Here they come. Recon 1. We
Lance Leader. Jaguars are splitting up. I repeat, the mechs have split up.
Copy, Ground Commander. We're on them. Fireflies 1 and 2. Track the Thor.
Roger that, Commander. We're almost there.
We'll handle the Mad Cat. Big Al, stand by to intercept. Moving to position. Interception successful. Die, Clanner. He's going critical. Ejecting.
We're tracking the Thor. Lance Leader, do you read?
Moving the target area. Leg damage is slowing me down.
What a great intro. But yeah, Mech 2. And it lets you skip certain missions. What a broken game. That's what we're doing in speedruns, isn't it? Is taking advantage of those things. Will that make... I'm guessing that would result in a different category, would it, Prox? Because if it's... I don't know if you saw, but I did this. I did on the... what do you call it? On the leaderboards, the speedrun.com leaderboards for Mech 3, I ended up creating a new category to specifically for runs that did not use pre-mission setup like that 0 second run we just did. Because with 0 seconds, that run is basically, well, that mission is, it might as well not exist, right? But it's still fun to include in a full game run because in the context of a full game run, that's something I think is really cool and exactly what speedrunning is about. But for individual levels, different story. All right. So we've changed a few, or come up with a few new strategies and ideas. Let's get everything in order now, because this will mean we need to get our build sorted. No change for 1M2. Oh, I don't mean that in terms of rules being broken. I don't mean that at all. But will that basically obsolete? No, actually, it won't matter for your yeah, it won't matter for your individual level runs because the mission just doesn't exist. So if you're going to put a time on the board for an individual level, it's still going to be there. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, it's wild. Yeah, 1M2, M2, M3. That's not going to change. That's not going to change. 04M6. We don't need 04M1 anymore. Is Temper Edge, is that one of the long ones? The really, really slow mission? I remember a lot of the missions, but I can't remember their names. Yeah, the 10-minute mission. That hurts. What are we doing? We need a Firefly. 01M4, that's the same. 02M2. Oh, yeah, the Tarantula mission. I remember that one. I remember playing that one. It was frustrating. It's frustrating even playing it properly, isn't it? 02M3 is... This is new. We're using a Firefly now for 02M3. Let's get everything in order. We can get rid of these test ones. So we need to get everything set. 4M2 doesn't matter anymore. 04M1 is what we're using. The small, so that one goes. This is the boring part of MechWarrior 3 speedrunning, is getting all of the inventory in order. So you can just click through it all. But it's necessary. M2, M3, where is 02M4, there it is. So go to M4. 03M1 we haven't touched. 03M2 is the Annihilator. 03M3 is the Shadowcat. 03M4 is next. Then 03M5. There's no change there. But now we're using a Firefly for 03M6. Because it is faster. We know it's faster than the Strider. I think we're not even going to use a Strider at all now. 03M6. 04M1, we just worked out. 04M2 doesn't exist anymore. 04M3, oh. Do I want to test my an 04M3 with a... Actually, we're not done yet. We're not ready. It's not going to be a Firefly, but there's one other thing I need to try. One other thing I need to try out. Okay, so that's how it works. Or maybe works is... So the game's looking for... The game is expecting a starmate. It doesn't recognize one, so it just doesn't exist. 04M1, 04M2, there is no 04M2, just 03M5 now. So that 04M4 is the snow mission. 04M6. That's the Firefly in order. Shadowcat. Yes. Not used for 02M3 anymore. 04M3. What's that one again? Yeah, 04M3. So when you say it's in a loop, Prox, is that basically, does that effectively soft lock the game? Like, can you break that loop, or is it just going to sit there over and over again, starting and failing? Oh, I like that. Thor, we're still going to use, this is the question mark. We might use a, yeah, right, puppies. And our Annihilator for 03M2. So I want a Shadowcat loadout for my Lance mates, and a Vulture loadout, and a Thor loadout. 5 LRM10, 1320, 14 double heat sinks, ideally. Maybe 10 tons of ammo, we'll see. So this is just getting set up so that Thursday night walking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is how many we need. We'll keep some armor, but we'll rearrange that. So we're going to drop some engine down. Quite a bit. Raven, you're very noisy. It'll be fine. Ammo. Where's my LRM-10 ammo? This will be to save our bushwhackers, which might only be needed once. The Twin Gauss Vulture is a mech that I kind of wish was more effective because it's just so silly that I can't help but like it. Gauss rifles are a weapon that just doesn't work, or I find doesn't work as well, or is just harder to use in MechWarrior 3, but maybe that's me. Maybe that's me, or maybe the Gauss rifles in other games are just too much, too powerful. Don't know. So that's the 1320. We'll throw another couple of heat sinks on to match the bushwhacker. That's the same loadout. Armor, you don't need that much armor. But let's get some speed up here. That'll do. Alright. And that is a Lancemate Vulture. So we should be in order now. We'll do that Shadowcat. 7 tons. That's about 4 tons of armor we'll do on the Shadowcat. That'll do. But there's one more thing that I forgot that we need to try. And that is to figure out what we're going to do with Op4 M5. I'll have a look at that. Was that on Discord, Prox?
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
I'll check that out. Thanks, mate.
Can anyone else take me out?
So I've got just one more mission. Ooh, that's not supposed to happen. I got one more mission that I want to figure out or do some work on before getting stuck into the full game runs. We're not going to do any full game runs tonight, but that'll be, excuse me, but we will be ready for next time.
Reactor online.
By the way, a little thing I've learned.
Online. All systems nominal.
This exploit with the Lancemate commands, I think that the moment you open the Lancemate command screen, it ends the exploit. Which I think is what I messed up the previous time.
Single fire engaged. Fire engaged.
Alright.
Missile launch detected.
Let's get in there.
We have enemy forces penetrating the
Turn around.
interior.
Oh, turn around. Just tanking Gauss shots like a boss. Let's go. Alright.
Good to see you all.
50 seconds. More than good enough.
I think we've got most of the interference. Here's an overview of the facility we're about to enter.
This is where I want to do some work. Because small lasers. I had an idea to use small lasers in this one. Maybe a vulture. Maybe I don't know. We've got to figure out the right mech. The Thor... Do I still use a Thor? I'm not sure. But we can go faster. We can go faster than this. But with those Sunders, we can't go all the way down to a Firefly. So we have to try some things. Maybe a Shadow Cat is not enough. We'll see. Because the idea I have... Thor is fine, but I don't want fine. I want better than fine. I want to be quicker. So here is... And actually, nah, you're right. The way to do it is to take the Thor and work it back. Yes, the Thor is the safe bet, but we can go faster.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Primary objective complete. Primary objective complete.
Come on.
Mech power-up detected.
Oh, where is he?
Target.
There he is. Excuse me, puppy. Because what I found... Oh, no, that's right. How are we doing this? No, we'll still need to do it that way. Sorry. Because the thing that I did find was that it is faster to go the long way around. It's faster to go around the outside. It's faster to go around the outside and take and shoot the elementals up close because it's far more accurate. So then the idea that I had is not running medium pulse lasers, but to use small lasers. I want to see if I can use small lasers for the Sunders up close, but then medium pulse lasers for the elementals. Run like, I don't know, maybe 10 small lasers and 4 medium pulse lasers and see if that works. Because the pulse lasers are for the elementals. If there were no elementals, we wouldn't be using pulse lasers at all.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
First one done. It's that guy. Let's go.
Mech power-up detected. Missile launch detected. Missile launch detected. Missile launch detected. Mask engaged.
So, this is where it's faster. Oh. The door is so clunky though. Where'd that guy go? Still not easy.
Mask engaged.
So mind you,
Targeting.
yeah.
Mask engaged.
This, I figured out that this was the way to go. I haven't been destroying the towers. Maybe we just do the towers at the end. Maybe that's the answer. Come on.
Targeting. Targeting.
Doing it this way, I was able to make work after destroying the towers in the previous mission. Where are you?
Primary objective complete. Primary objective complete.
It's just a clunky mission.
Primary objective Mask engaged. Mask engaged.
So that's slow.
Hardpoint echo reached.
That's slow. That's slow. So maybe... Because in an individual level run,
Here's an
I found we were able to destroy those objective buildings in the previous mission and then just come in and destroy the Sunders and the Elementals. And it was faster to go around the outside. But... So the strategy that I've used
Sensors online. Weapons online.
up to
All
this point
systems nominal. Mask engaged. Primary objective complete. Primary objective complete.
is to go like
Primary
so.
objective targeting. Power detected. Targeting. Targeting. Targeting.
You lose so much time just shooting into the distance, and that's kind of the objective or the goal.
Launch task engaged.
Especially with the elementals. Is to not have to shoot halfway across the map. No, I'm in the water, come on.
Formation. Attack 5 points.
Meltdown imminent.
Where are you? Where are you?
Targeting.
Because from here it's just so awkward
Missile launch detected.
doing this.
Targeting. Targeting. Targeting.
Can't see anything.
Targeting. Targeting.
Waiting for him to run from behind.
Targeting.
Here's an overview.
I kind of look at 2 minutes. 2 minutes is kind of my target time for this in a full game run. But I got this idea in my head, I've got to try it and see it fail. Got to try it, see it fail, and then we'll just accept it. So, what if we went... The Sunders are a real pain because they do a lot of damage. So I don't really want to strip armor and pump up... oh, no, okay, there you go. We can get some space for heat sinks. If we need to. We'll see. We'll come back to that. Just so inefficient with its... So inefficient with its weight. 92 is still so slow. I don't like just piling on armor as a solution. Might not work. Got to give it a go. How's this going to go?
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Launch detected. Primary objective complete.
I'm kind of thinking that
Mech power up detected.
the idea I have as well is that...
Missile launch
Oh,
detected.
that AC 20 hurts. Oh, I'm going to destroy this thing. So it still destroys the elementals quick enough, but it's not as much heat. Because it's only 5 instead of 15. Stuck. They're stuck. Oh, come on.
Mask engaged.
All right. Whoops.
Critical hit. Critical hit.
Well, this is just such a...
Here's an overview of
It's such a challenging mission. This might actually be one of the hardest for planning because I don't know if there is a specific this is the way to go. But that felt better with the elementals. I don't like the Thor in the sense of it's just so... It feels so slow and clunky compared to a Shadowcat or something, but a Shadowcat's going to be too light. Bushwhackers... Maybe Bushwhacker. Let's just try a Vulture. Got to try these things. What did we have? We had 5 medium pulse lasers. 11 ER smalls. We want some heat sinks. I think we had 4 heat sinks. We need mask as well. Mask takes 3 slots, that's so annoying. Jump jets, yes, thank you. I don't know why I wasn't thinking of jump jets, but we do need jump jets. I don't know if we need 4 jump jets like the Thor has, but because it's literally just for getting out of that one pool. So I'll take 2 and see what that does. Half a ton. Let's say armor situation. If we lose half a ton, 99. Takes us to 101. We'll need an extra ton. So let's... I reckon we can lose... We'll shave. We'll shave, we'll shave, we'll shave. 104, yep, that'll do. Don't need arms. Or heads. Keep the legs safe. Right. It's an idea. It's an idea. So this takes us to 104 from... Oh, I didn't save it. Anyway. It was 92. So it makes us quicker, which I like. We'll see what happens.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Down engage detected. Primary objective complete.
Nope. Oh, messed that up. Messed it up big. Definitely feel it's more nimble, but that's kind of making things a bit awkward, which is just not being used to it. Come on. That's a terrible shot. That's still a terrible shot. Come on. Up here. Come on. That's what jump jets are for. Literally all they're for is getting out of the pits. Come back here. There we go. Let's get the tower. Messy. Messy, and it was about the same time. It feels not safer. It's safer shooting. So what I do want to try, I'm going to build a bushwhacker to the same specs, just in case. And a shadow cat as well, just to see what happens. So what do we say? We want 5 medium pulse lasers, 11 ER smalls, we want 2 heat sinks, no, jump jets, we want 2 jump jets. This is an inner sphere mech, which in this game means XL takes up more space. We might not even actually be able to use a... I don't want to put mask in my arm. Shadowcat might... not Shadowcat. This thing, Bushwhacker, might not actually do the job. Let's strip that 380 down a little bit. Doesn't have enough critical space. Because that doesn't even have any armor. Okay. Maybe the sweet spot is a Vulture or a Thor. But like I said, just want to try a Shadowcat just to see. It's probably not going to be possible at all, but you've got to try. With 13 double heat sinks, 2 jump jets. How much armor are we talking about? 4 tons of armor. That sounds about right. One, two, three, four, 5. ER smalls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Exactly on weight. 109.8. So we've got a Shadowcat, we've got a Vulture, and we'll just lock in that Thor. There's 2 jump jets. 15 double heat sinks. What are we doing now? We're just engine, all engine. 92, 4 tons left over. We need to move some criticals around so that we can fit another heatsink. Where is that going to come from? Jump jets. 1. What on earth did I just do there? 1. 2 jump jets. Heatsink. What did I... lost a jump jet, that's what I did. I'm losing it, I really am. Where's my other jump jet gone? I took that laser out of the head, that's what. Losing my mind. There we go. And then armor, it just seems so excessive, 8.5 tons. You don't need 8.5 tons, but what else am I going to do with it? If we went to standard, it's just we don't have the free tonnage, so we have to use endo steel. If we went to standard armor, maybe we use standard armor. Maybe we do use standard armor to free up another. Weapons are full, so that's another heatsink, another 2 heatsinks. Okay, so maybe the Thor will win out through to heatsinks. Got to give it a go. What did we say? We said that Bushwhacker just didn't work. Right, so the Thor is the baseline. We did a 149 with the all medium pulse. This should be faster, but we need to get everything happens a lot quicker.
Reactor online.
Need our weapon groups. So I think this approach is faster, but it's busier. So there's more to go wrong. Save that, please. Thank you.
Reactor
Looking to
online.
better a
Sensors
149.
online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Basket power detected. Area objective complete. Mech power up detected.
Alright, let's get this guy, come on.
Missile launch detected. Meltdown imminent.
Okay, that works. Can't see. Why are we moving? Mask off for these guys. All in one spot. Okay. Not bad. Gotta get my mask timing better. Oh, I'm not in the water. I thought I was in the water. That was a mistake.
Basket gauged.
That's okay. Mask off. Changing weapon groups is, funnily enough, slightly challenging just because it's not really done at any point. And switching between mask and weapon groups is kind of awkward. Oh, get out of there. You're annoying little buggers.
Primary objective complete.
Anyway, 2 minutes. But it can be quicker.
Here's an over.
It's just awkward. Just awkward. Let's go all the way in the other direction. I feel like it's not going to work, but I have to know.
Reactor online.
Weapon groups.
Here's a.
Weapon groups again. Excuse me. Oh, bloody hell. And our vulture should be set up correctly as well. Yes, it is. All the way in the opposite direction. 4 tons of armor. Actually, I feel like we're not really going to get legged because we spend all that time in the water pits. Let's see what happens. Here we go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems now. Primary objective complete. Tower detected.
Come on. Oh, I got him. Come on.
Basket gate. Power detected. Missile launch detected. Down imminent.
That's better positioning. Can't see.
Corbett's orders were clear in the east. Let one leave here alive.
Stuck.
Area objective complete.
Avoid that other guy.
Missile launch detected.
Come on.
Missile launch detected. Missile launch detected. Basket gauged. Basket gauged. Targeting. Down imminent.
Ah. My mask and switch weapon buttons are right next to each other and it's awkward. And I can't get the angle on that one. There it is.
Objective complete. Basket gauged.
I do really appreciate the speed though. Come on, Sunder, where are you? You're in a really bad spot.
Basket gauged.
There is some RNG with where these guys position themselves, which is really annoying.
Down imminent. Targeting. Shutting down.
Yeah. I want to try it again though because it feels like speed is obviously life for a speedrunner, but this might be too much of a risk. This might be being a bit too cheeky with it.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems now. Primary objective complete. Tower detected.
That guy jumps off anyway.
Basket
Let's
gauged.
go, next one.
Tower detected. Down imminent. Targeting.
Good.
Military scouting station. Right into the lobby. Galaxy Commander Corbett's orders were clear. Not
It's,
to let one leave
it's
here alive.
Primary objective
better. Let's get out of.
Take 5 points.
Come on. It's better. Get up. Come on.
Down imminent. Basket gauged. Targeting.
Tripped. Let's move. Come on. Bad shot. Had to try it though. It's getting the angle that hurts. Yeah.
Shutting down.
It's too messy. It's too messy. The Thor might be the sweet spot. The funny thing with that is because the Shadow Cat is shorter, aiming up to target the towers is actually a challenge. I feel like that's got something to do with it because I just found it so much harder to hit those.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Primary objective power detected.
Come on,
Missile launch detected.
let's go. Let's get out of here.
Mask engaged. Mech power detected.
So look at that. We can see them. We can see it. We can shoot it.
Orders were clear.
Uh,
One of them leave here alive.
Missile launch detected.
Nah, it's awkward.
Down imminent. Primary objective complete.
If they come to me here, it's actually alright to be sitting in there.
Take them in the knees. Try to trip them into the lava.
Mask engaged.
That's actually really good.
Stay in formation. Attack by points.
Primary objective complete.
Come on in the water.
Down imminent. Detected. Mask engaged.
Last one. And he's in a better position now.
Down imminent.
Alright, let's go. Come on. Can't see you.
Primary objective complete.
Stuck. We're stuck.
Primary objective complete.
Too awkward.
Mission success.
Too awkward.
Oh, sure. Just a few.
That's something to think about. I actually just still don't know what the answer is. And I don't know if there is
Here's an overview.
an obvious answer. What's the safer bet? I'm going to do one more with the normal. No, with the Thor. We've got to check with the Thor. Because I need to be consistent
Reactor
with this.
online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Mask power detected.
Well,
Detected.
it has to be consistent and it has to be safe. And I have to land my shots. That's never going to change.
Let the elemental scout the station. Galaxy Commander Corbin's orders were clear.
Ah, come on. Did I get that tower? No, I didn't. I think it is correct to try and take out as many of them as possible in that range.
Primary objective complete.
Come on. No, not in the water.
Detected. Mask engaged. Missile launch detected.
Stay in formation. Attack by points.
Primary objective complete.
Come on. Back on him. Out of the water. I really hate tripping on things and losing time that way. Oh, that was the wrong button. There we go. Forward, please. Bumping into things. Where is he? I think that there isn't really an answer for this.
Primary objective complete.
It's just awkward, whatever approach we take.
Here's an open.
I think that ultimately it's faster to do it that way, but it's perhaps much
Reactor
riskier.
online. Sensors online.
I
Weapons
don't
online.
know if that's
All
what we
systems
need.
nominal. Objective complete.
Because with this original strategy, we can just keep firing away.
Target. Power to targeting.
So what if we just run around the outside now? Why don't we do it that way?
Mask engaged.
Let the elementals guard the station. Galaxy Commander Corbin's orders were clear.
Why don't we just do this?
Let one of them leave here alive. Stay in formation. Attack by point. Into the lava.
Come on. Let's go to them.
Mask engaged. Missile launch detected. Countdown imminent.
Why don't we just do this?
Primary objective complete. Mask engaged.
Go away.
Countdown imminent.
Should have gone in the water. Yep, we're in the water.
Mask engaged. Countdown imminent. Shutting down.
That's the go. Without messing up this bit.
Primary objective complete.
135. Yeah. The route was correct.
Here's an open.
We just didn't need to get smart with weapons. Because switching back and forth between the small lasers and the medium pulse lasers was just... I kept
Reactor
tripping
online.
over myself, if
Sensors
that makes
online.
sense.
Weapons online. All systems nominal. Objective complete.
Come on, wake up. That's bad timing.
Primary objective complete. Power detected. Primary objective complete. Targeting.
It's actually better when he doesn't fall over.
Let the elementals guard the station. Galaxy Commander Corbin's orders were clear. Not to let one of them leave here
Because when he falls over, you can't see his legs.
Missile launch detected.
In the water, come on.
Countdown imminent.
This is better if they come here.
Target launch detected. Missile launch detected.
What did...
by points.
I hate bumping into things. Come on, in the water. In the water. That's not in the water. That's better. Let's get out of here. We need to get in the water for this one, actually.
Primary countdown imminent. Targeting. Shut down.
No. Look, we're good. We're good. Come on, wake up. I needed to turn the mask off. That's it. That's... Oh, okay.
Targeting. Primary countdown completed.
I've never seen that happen. There you go.
Uppoint Echo reached. Mission.
There's RNG in this, and it's a pain. 136, that's fast. I think a 145 is about the fastest I've done in a full game run. And I'm pretty sure that the actual full game, the actual individual level record is 132. So that's close. There's an individual level record in this. There is. I'm so tempted to try and find some extra speed. I really am. How much armor do we have? 5.5 tons of armor. Where is it? Get off the arms. Don't need that. And we shave a bit off the legs. What does that give us? 22, 13, 3. There's an extra ton. What can we get for our 2 extra tons? Oh, it's just so little return. We have mechs of this size. Oh well. Do we take a heatsink? Might not actually be a bad idea. The ideal situation is that we would just time our cool shots, but that's trickier than it looks.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Task engaged.
That's better timing than falling into cool.
Primary objective complete. Power detected.
Where are you? Come on,
Mask engaged.
let's go.
Let the elementals guard the station.
Leave me alone.
Orders were clear. 5 points. Let one of them leave here alive.
Alright, come on. Where are you? There's another one there. Come on, let's keep moving.
Engaged.
Launch detected. Try to trip them into the lava.
There you are.
Launch detected.
Goal is to stay moving. Oh, hey, the recoil.
Mask engaged. Missile launch detected. Mask engaged. Targeting.
Come on, hurry up. Terrible position. Terrible positioning. Come on, mask off.
Target meltdown imminent.
That kills it.
Target meltdown imminent. Linked fire engaged. Shutting down.
Oh my.
Single fire engaged. Primary objective fire engaged.
We're onto something, and it crashed. Well, that's the crash game is the international symbol for that's enough. But it's almost time. I actually think that next session we will be doing full game runs. I'm going to be sub 40. That's the goal. Almost there. Almost there. It's been a journey. All right, that'll be it. Until then, bye for now.